Or is there anything?
Can everyone hear me now? Okay, good. Welcome everyone to this beautiful global gathering so that we can share meditation and prayer and all of our group energy to help our beautiful friend John Yost as he moves along his journey today of healing and self-discovery. And thanks to all of you who have been on this journey with us for so long, really since almost the beginning of the year. So we thank you. And I'm going to ask for all of you to please mute yourselves until after we do the group meditation prayer experience, just so that there's quiet. We want to be respectful to the energy that's coming through, and make sure that that has a clear channel. And yeah, and there'll be time for sharing and so forth afterwards. And please know, for all of you who are watching on the recording, it's thank you for participating in this way. Remember that there is no time and no space. Really, it's all a kind of a concept that we came up with to explain how life works. But whenever you join in on this, it will be perfect in the moment for what is needed. So I thank you for participating, no matter when or where you're participating. And we do want to welcome all of you, and just know that this is it may be a very emotional time. I'm trying really hard not to be emotional, but I love the big guy. He's one of my best friends, and he's really made a big difference in my life. And so I want to be sure that I, do what is, I don't even know, I don't have the words, sorry. I want to offer to all of you and him my very best today. And so that's what you'll be getting. So for those of you who are not in the know, I'm thinking everybody who's on this broadcast already knows. Oh, hang on just a second. I usually don't check the chats, but his son Nathaniel's on here, and he says he wants to come on the camera for a moment. So absolutely. So we'll see what happens here. Nathaniel, go ahead and get your camera on, and I'll give you the floor.
Hey, beautiful people.
Hi, John. Oh, hello.
Hello, everybody. Listen, I am fighting morphine. I'm fighting the medical world, who are desperately trying to kill me. And we're forced into a situation that we have to deal with death. And I'm not afraid to die. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Right. So I know I'm screwing up your rhythm, Deb, but I'll share with you guys this. I had about 7:20 this morning. Well, first of all, I get very emotional. Richard, can you push my head up? Yes. Oh, it's much better. Boy, I'm looking good. I'm looking damn good. Oh, so sorry. I'm fighting all this all of this indigestion. So I apologize. I wanted to shout out to everybody, tell you how much I appreciate all of your efforts. I want to tell everybody how much I love all of you. Thank you, Deb, for arranging all this stuff. I appreciate you. And I wanted to say to you this. I'm looking what we got: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Debs, what are you at as far as participants?
We have 9 participants so far.
Okay. Well, we have a lot more, because I'm going to tell you something. I was visited this morning. There are 20 people who are mad at me because they're energy overloaded. And they were like, where the hell are you? And where's the thing? They showed up at 7:15 or 7:30. And I tried to tell them, I says, not until later. And some people said, well, you're not behind me. You're in front of me, or you're over here. And I said, well, energy is all over the place. I said, but look, let's configure this right. Put everybody around a circle around me.
Yeah.
So, no matter what, you want focusing on me, focusing on me. And I said, I know that you guys don't really have a coordinator and you don't want me to be the coordinator, but let me help you with coordination because I'm probably the best with logistics. And so I pushed ahead and got everybody in line, and then told them all to relax. They were anxious to start. And I was amazed. I was amazed by their energy and by their spirits, right? So what I did was I literally put myself in the center, and there was some guy named Eric, or some guy named Berlin. There was some person named, there was MPP Energy or something like this. There were all these types of groups from around the world, around the universe. I don't know, but they all came to see me. And so what I did was I organized. Man, when I hit puberty, I'm gonna sound great. Um, yeah. So I organized everybody around me. I said, when this thing starts, I said, Debs will be the person who kind of is the leading of the band. And then I'm going to shut up. But I just wanted to say a few things first. A couple of months ago, I didn't look like this. And what you see is the result of traditional chemotherapy. Okay? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to sidestep that with energy work. Yeah, we're going to sidestep that with energy work and really focused intentions.
Yes.
And I bless you all. I wanted to thank you all, and we have to be careful about how we do this, because traditional medicine is ready to harvest me, and I'm not ready to be harvested. So I want to love you all. Mwah. I want to thank you all. Make sure I cover the whole circle here.
Mm-hmm.
And I desperately need your help. I desperately need your help. So anything you can do for me, your energy work, your love. I hate to be so crass. Your fun. There's my man. And I desperately need your help. I desperately need
Please mute yourself, Jan.
anything you can do for me. Your energy work, your love. I hate to be so crass.
Can everyone please mute themselves?
And I definitely need your help.
Sorry, John. Go ahead.
Thank you. Anyway, I love you, Jan. And I'm really grateful for you to be here. So I want to hang up and let the session begin. I love you, and I need your help. Please give it to me. Please. In Christ Jesus, amen.
Oh. Bless you, John, and bless everyone who's here. And just of course, that's why we're here. We're here to bless you with everything we've got, because you have blessed the world with everything you have all your life and put up with so much, including with me. So I really thank you. But thank you for coming on. I know it was a huge struggle energetically and emotionally, and I love you for that. I think it's what a demonstration of the inner strength you have, my friend. You are so amazing. Before I get started, I want to say this morning I actually was reviewing raw footage of the recording of the quantum hypnosis session that we did with John that resulted in the movie, his beautiful movie, Alien Abduction Answers, that has helped so many people around the world. And I don't think he understands, John, I don't think you understand the impact of that film or your work or your courage in doing what you did. I hear every day from people, strangers from all over the world, I saw this movie and it changed my life, and I need to do something about it. I need to get involved with the world. I need to find my purpose. And so your courage, John, in actually going in there to see what your experience was all about and to receive the message from that ultimate self that came through and kind of gave you your directive has been so powerful. And I just want you to know that. And I hadn't watched that footage in a long time, and there was so much there that I either had forgotten or never got during the live part of it, and it has impacted me greatly this morning. So thank you for that. So healing and so comforting, and there's so much hope there, so much hope. So I wanted to say thank you for that, and so. Welcome to the new people who are coming on. Again, I just really beg you to keep yourselves muted until after we are finished with the group healing part. And then we will open the floor to have some conversation if you feel like it. And before we get started, I was asked by Nathaniel, John's son, to share with all of you a text that I received through him from John's wife, Lisa, Nathaniel's wife, Nathaniel's mother, about a week ago. And from what I understand, it was something that John wanted her to give to me and probably a couple of loved ones. And so it was shared in a text, and some of it may have been voice texted because some of it is a little fragmented, but I'm going to share it with you verbatim so that you can understand where everything is right now. And I'm quoting, "My priority is John, so I apologize that I'm sending this out today. Please know that this has been the most difficult week, Monday. John's swelling in his belly was causing severe pain and making it hard for him to breathe. He was admitted to the hospital and they drained 6.1 liters of fluid from his belly. After draining the fluid, it was discovered that the tumor has doubled in size and metastasized to his liver, lymph nodes, and abdominal wall. They've had him on heavy pain medication, which has kept him out of normal communication all this week. Today, they have inserted a catheter for monitored drainage from his belly. Some of the cultures returned noting an infection, which they are trying to determine the source. At present, we are discussing what, if any, options of additional chemo are available, or if we need to move to palliative or hospice care. This came to a complete shock to us and to our kids, as I'm sure it is to all of you. We had just got over the shock, as it's been quite a bit to understand, consume, and make decisions. To our horror, we are surprised that pancreatic cancer is winning this battle at this moment. The doctors are advising worst case scenario, he has only a couple of months to live. That's worst case scenario. John is fighting with all that he has, and is praying to Almighty God will give him a miracle. He will be in the hospital at least through this weekend. I don't know what to say. We love you all. You have done so much to get us to this point, and we just can't believe this is where we are. We need your prayers and a continued belief in a miracle. Love, Lisa. And that's from John's wife, beautiful wife, Lisa. And I received that about a week ago. So that was the text that I got. And but many of you probably don't know that John was really getting close to the finish line with his revolutionary treatments at Invita Medical Center, and doing so well, so well from when he went in. But as you know, those treatments are all out of pocket because they're not FDA approved and blah, blah, blah. And so literally John and his wife and their family and all of you good people who have donated over the months, basically they threw about, I think, over $400,000 at this thing. And when it was time for the next round of the next week of treatments, the money ran out. And it's not just for the treatments, but they had to move down to Scottsdale, Arizona, get an apartment. I'm sure they were, renting a car or whatever. They had living expenses. And without any income coming in, they just couldn't do that. And so quietly, they packed their stuff up and came back home to Pennsylvania. And which was actually quite a blessing, I think, because John's newest little grandchild, Alice, baby Alice, was born to Nathaniel and Emily while they were gone, and they hadn't met her in person yet. And so they got to come and be with her and them and the whole family for the holiday season. And that's when things started kind of turning the other direction, because if you don't eradicate the cancer completely, it wants to grow back, especially that type. So because there were no more funds, and I'm assuming here, and you all can burst in and tell me if I'm wrong or not, Nathaniel, but I'm assuming that they didn't have to turn back to conventional or Western medicine to try to stave off what was happening. And from what I understand, unfortunately, it did the opposite and increased everything really fast. And so that's where we are today. But I will tell you, as a receiver of healing miracles myself, and witnessing so many in my years of service and existence, that nothing is set in stone, and that I have known since I met John, and especially since we started working together so closely, that nothing holds that person's soul back if it wants to continue to do what it wants to do. And so in reviewing that footage today and hearing so much of what you didn't see in the movie, there was just no time for him to include that in the movie. And it was, I'm assuming he was going to include more of it in the second and third films, that he still has work to do. So John, remember that, to get out to the world. In reviewing that footage, basically some wonderful insights came through, and I wanted to share some of them with you, because John, you may not even remember having had this come through you when your higher self spoke during that session. He says that love is the greatest power in the universe, multiverse, and that love is never stagnant. Love never dies, but it's like a wave, as everything is. Nothing is linear, and it's a wave. And so lately, in our current history, the wave has come up so far from our attachment or focus on love that it feels like there is no more love, or that there's only fear and danger. But he says, love never dies. It resurrects itself along this wave as we cause it to ebb and flow in these waves. Right now, we're in a gray area where we can't see the love so much. We retreated from the colorful reality that is the ultimate reality, but we've come to the top, and now with our energy, we are going to now come back into that greater reality where love rules everything. It's not linear. And at that point in the session, he experienced what I call global perception. He was hearing everyone's voices, seeing everyone's faces, not just on earth, but everywhere, all at once, forever. And he was able to perceive and talk to me about it. And to me, that's the sweet spot. That's where we all want to be in our energy and our focus. Now, it might sound like that might be a lot of cacophony, but it's not. It's incredible when you have that unity consciousness experience, when you're one with everything and you realize that everything is part of you and you're part of it, you can enjoy that. And so that is part of what we're going to ask to be infused back into John in his perception today, because he's had to focus so much on the material world with his pain and responsibilities and everything. So much so that he may have turned his attention away a little bit from that unified experience. And we want to bring that back to him and to all of you as well today. Let's see. And I apologize because I was writing so much before this. In that session, I asked his higher self, his ultimate self, why is there so much struggle and strife in life? He was talking about his own, and I just made it more, global. And the higher self came through and said, it's all about challenging the ego, and that sharpens our soul. The ego is not anything to eradicate. It is something to help, develop and come up to the level of the higher self, of the soul. And I thought that was beautiful. And higher self said that he will be prepared and is prepared for things that are greater than him in this human form. And that what will be shall be, but be ready for more and more and more. And he will be supported no matter what, because he has a mission, just as we all do. And his mission is to help the world move forward into a better place. And he said that we were all supposed to take direct action and prepare all of ourselves to love one another as we love ourselves. That old saying, it sounds so cliche, but it comes down to that. And that was very telling for me. It comes down to that statement. You have to love yourself, your whole self, every part of it, before you can complete that mission of loving others in the way that needs to be, so that we can all move forward in coherence, heart coherence. And he ended it by saying, this is the most incredible feeling I've ever had. And I want it to last forever. Because he was in that space of the ultimate, where you have complete power, where you have complete wisdom, and where you're the most humble as well. It's a beautiful place to be. I've been there myself momentarily, but it keeps me going. And so, John, as you're listening to this, that is my prayer for you, that we will, as a group in our circle out here in space, be able to reconnect you to that and like use the biggest power cord we can to get you back into the pilot seat again. So I think that's all I wanted to share. I want to stress that the message that I read earlier from John's wife, Lisa, should not be taken as something to be sad about or upset about. Just know that it is one perceptive view of the situation, just like everything is. And we are going to go into a place together now where we can see everything holographically and see that that one view is only a small piece of what's really going on. And we all have the power, John included, to turn it however is best. We will be holding the energy for the highest and greatest good, not just for John, but for everyone. And so I will ask you to envision yourselves getting into a circle, and I'll guide you through that. But I just want to have that energy and make sure that you're in a celebratory emotional state instead of one of sorrow at this point. We want the highest vibrational state to come through this circle today. And there's a lot more. So, all right. So I am going to back here. Sorry. I'm going to start some music. And again, it's really hard for me to hear my voice and the blend here for some reason today. So if you can still hear my voice well, but still hear the music, will somebody give me a thumbs up who has their camera on? Does that sound okay? Okay, thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. And then you all may keep your cameras on or you may turn them off, whatever feels best for you. Just know it's all okay. We're going to begin by taking a couple of really deep breaths. So everybody get comfortable, close your eyes. Maybe look up to that place above your nose, between your eyebrows with your eyes closed. And take a deep breath in with me. And in gratitude, open your mouth and just let all the tension out of your being. And again, take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and release out to the universe everything you no longer need or want. And once again, another deep breath. Hold it for a second. Let it pulse through your body. Let it course through your cells, bringing the light in. Open the mouth and send that light out to the universe. Once again, breathe in and draw in the highest vibrational, unconditional love and light. Hold it and let it seat in your soul, in your heart. Feel it pulsing that light in the center of your body. Open the mouth and send it out to the world. And one more time, bring in that high vibrational love and light. Hold it and amplify it. See it lighting everything up inside of you and outside of you. And as you open your mouth this time, send it out to everywhere, every when, everyone. Excellent. And then we relax. Relax your eyes, relax your body. Go into a place of deep peace, comfort. And so I would ask everyone to envision yourselves floating in space in a circle around our dear friend John. We're sitting close enough where we can all hold hands. And indeed we are. But we're not thinking about our bodies. We're not thinking about time. We're not thinking about outside distractions or thoughts. This is all there is, just us floating in space. Relax into that floating feeling. Not a body, but a grand soul encompassing everything. And we as cells of that soul, all working together. Expand and relax, float. Feel the peace of infinity. And as you all connect with each other in this circle, as we gaze at our friend floating there in the middle of it, out in space, nothing will impede our greatest and highest and most harmonious good that we co-create here today and that will live forever. And now I would like for each of you to really, really concentrate. And I want you to bring up the happiest, most fulfilling, loving memory you've ever had. Don't analyze it. Don't try to define it. Just bring it up, whatever it is. Be with that in your heart. Give it all the sensory input you can. If there was anyone else there, bring them in. What were the colors, the sensations, the sounds, the feelings, the smells, the tastes? Take a few minutes and really bring that into your heart and feel it in your body and your mind. Do this now and keep concentrating on it, rising and rising in your vibrational state. Beautiful. And now I wonder if you could take the feeling that you have right now and amplify it in the center of your heart. Let it grow larger, grander, more rich. incredibly rich with its love, with its joy, with its sense of ultimate perfection. And see it as a ball of ever-growing and morphing light there in your heart. Almost like a crystal ball full of constantly evolving universes and galaxies. Perhaps you envision it as one of those balls that shoots the lightning out like a Tesla coil. And wherever you touch the surface of the ball, the sphere, the lightning comes to you, the energy. Feel that. Amplify it. Give it color, give it sound. And then I'd love it if you would just send that ball, amplified, out of your left chest, down the shoulder, the arm, out your hand into the hand, the right hand of the person sitting to your left in the circle. And then they do the same, having now double the energy in their heart. And they send it to the person next to them, which then triples it, and so forth, all around the circle. Remember to breathe and really feel this energy ball moving around the circle and then coming back into your chest and feeling the growth, the wisdom, the liberation, the joy, the peace. And without a hesitation, send it back around, growing and amplifying. See it as it increases in its power. And as it moves through our infinite circle of participants who wish to help our friend today, you begin to see it turning into more than just a ball of light. It becomes a ring of light, of all colors, frequencies. Perhaps you hear angelic tones coming from it as it circles around and widens, both lowering and upping, above and below the circle, until it forms a complete sphere around our circle. And in that sphere, all of that lightning, all of that energy, all of that love, infusing all of us, connecting all of us. And then, as one being, we focus all of that lightning into the heart of our friend John. Continue to send it, feel it, hear it, taste it, smell it, focus it. See it filling his heart and filling the entire inner sphere of our being. growing brighter and more beautiful with every moment. And our intention is for the greatest, the highest, and the most harmonious good, no matter what, no matter how it shows up. We are creating something perfect because that's all we ever do. Focus on the highest level of that perfection now. And using whatever other modalities are closest to your heart, whether it's traditional prayer, mantra, Reiki, other types of energy work, shamanistic practices, whatever feels best to you right now. As we go into the silence, I want you to completely release it into John's heart, which then recycles back through and touches all of us everywhere in this sphere of universal oneness. And if you have anyone else that you need to help, you may place their energy in the sphere as well and bring them in and let them participate, giving and receiving. If you need help, allow yourself to receive as you give. Engage in this experience. Give it all that you have. Everything. Knowing that it is perfect in every way and you cannot make a mistake. And I'll call you back when it is time. And in this space of love, we are reminded just how powerful, how unlimited we are. When I was speaking with John's higher ultimate self this morning in meditation, it gave me some messages to give to him and to all of you. Number one, everything is okay. As long as you don't perceive it with all of your focus from the material level. For the material level is just one tiny layer of your being, of the all that is. And to remember that when you can change your focus to the spiritual or energetic, whichever you choose to place in that sentence, you're really placing yourself into the unlimited potential of the quantum field, the universal cosmic mind, the mind of God, if you will. And that's where all things are created first, on that level. So if you can remove yourself momentarily in this group energy exercise, this prayer gathering, from thinking about the body so much and just thinking about the energy and how you would like that energy to express itself in all of its perfection, that's where the real healing happens. That's where the template for the material, in this case the physical body, is molded. And it works thousands of times faster than trying to work at it from the material level. There's nothing wrong with doing both, but let your focus be mainly in this energetic field, the field of unlimited potential. Miracles are just things we haven't been able to explain yet, that we create moment to moment. Every moment of your existence, you are creating miracles. John's higher self admonished me to share with you, all of you, to be mindful of taking time every single day, as often as you can, to remove your focus from the material, the physical, from all of the noise of the world, and go into silence and energy. Create the vibrational state that you want to be your reality. Fill it with love, with joy, with peace, with grace, compassion and humility, and wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. But more than anything, unconditional love. Let us ride that wave together as we slope down into the deep wellspring of unconditional love now, raising our vibrational states, and thanks to quantum entanglement, harmonic resonance, that of our friend and of all our loved ones, of everyone. Raise it as high as you can to the state of ultimate perfection. Let us now envision our friend John and anyone else who needs it as their ultimate self, in the perfected state. Experience this. and experience it for yourself as well. Feel it. And then lock it in. Let it be the new template for reality. John's reality, your loved ones, yours, the world, the cosmos, unlimited potential, infinite creative power, and the ability to know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, by letting go, by surrendering to the energy and letting it do all the work. Not setting up any resistance or blocks by trying to control everything or figure it all out. Just let it be. Let it be. And in that being, you become the knowing. And in the knowing, you create. The other message he wanted me to give to all of you and himself in his human form is that everyone has the lightning that he likes to talk about. Everyone has it. It is the concentrated life force. It is never to be used to eradicate or to do battle. That just brings it down to the physical level again, which is so slow moving. It is to be used as a tool of love, like a laser, focused on whatever you want to focus it upon. It infuses its target with the highest state of unconditional love and light and energy that is connected to that sacred heart, the ultimate heart, the one that created it all. Connect with your own lightning. Play with it. And begin using it in your own lives to help others, to infuse them with this high vibrational state, and yourself as well. This is how we become the new human. And this is how we remember who we really are. Ultimate beings, all of us, working for the good. And so once more, I invite you all to amplify that feeling, to feel our heart coherence as we are so connected in this beautiful gathering. And as one, send that energy to our friend in the center of the circle of the sphere. Send it with all you have. Do this now. Break the physical mold open and allow it to reconfigure in the most perfect and harmonious way. See everything coming into perfect coherence now, in a state of divine love, divine wholeness, divine oneness. knowing that as you begin to move back into your own human spacesuit, your own environment in the physical third dimensional earth world that you are mostly focusing on, know that you are also rapidly moving into a higher level of existence, one where there will be no duality and all of the speed bumps, challenges of this world. And together we will create good things, as we always do. Lock it in. Send your love once more and your well wishes, your prayers. And then gently begin to come back to yourself, knowing that we are always connected, but always uniquely divine. Begin to feel the energy coming back into your own physical body, your mind, your emotions, from your spirit. Feel yourself back here on earth. Feel the gravitational embrace of our dear Mother Gaia, cradling you as we cradled our friend John a while ago in that session. Feeling the nourishment and the support and the nurturing and the love. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your head and your body, stretch, yawn, open your eyes, and come back. Fully heal yourselves, as well as becoming the healers. Thank you so much. Excellent. And then everyone, come on back. Thank you for your time and your energy. And I am so convinced that great things happened today and will continue to happen. Thanks to your wonderful participation. And so if anyone would like to come on and speak, you please do. We have just a few live people, so it shouldn't be too distracting with people's mics off. But would anyone like to share or say something? Michelle, hi. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, Debs. Thank you so much for that really wonderful meditation. Hello to John and hello to everyone else. I thought it was a really great meditation. And I just want to wish everybody well, and I want to wish John well.
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. And the same to you. David Parker.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you for inviting me to this for me and for everyone else and for John. It was interesting in the meditation, and I just felt myself out in the middle of the universe and us, this group in a circle, just as, oh, I just got goosebumps, just this most wonderful, loving circle. And to the left of me, I felt this entity that we would call the disease process.
Mm-hmm.
And it was there with us, sending John and the universe all of the same love that we were. And I kind of wondered about that. And the feeling I got was it has no intention to harm. Its intention is to be. Mm-hmm. And just as recently had my very best friend came over to my house to see me and spilled his coffee on the carpet. Big things happen, consequences happen, sometimes in the act of love. So it's just that energy came from it, and all of us, and this healing towards John, our group, the universe. And I asked this being, perhaps it would consider as a friend to move on to something at a higher level and have its existence there, and love and joy and do its thing, and less consequences here on the physical.
Oh, thank you, David. That's beautiful. So perfect. Thank you so much. Anyone else? And I do apologize. I do not have the YouTube live up on my screen for good reason, because it causes feedback. So I apologize to those of you on YouTube live. I can't see you in the chat, but thank you for being here. Nathaniel?
So first and foremost, thank you so much, Debs.
John?
It was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And as I was sitting here holding my father's hand, and as we were going through this entire process, usually what happens is I always see a blue orb in my mind, and it always transforms into this beautiful royal indigo, and it encapsulates everything. And this time it was only indigo.
Yeah.
And as of this moment right now, my ears, they're so, I don't know how to explain it, so warm. So I just feel, I felt this incredible power going right through my chest. All I said was, "We love you." And I was talking to said cancer. And I just said, "We love you, and may you be healed, the will of God." And so I thank you so much, Debs, because I felt so at peace, especially whenever I got to see my dad. I saw him standing there, smiling, with the tilt on his head that he normally has, just waiting for a hug. So I thank you for helping me get there. And I thank you for organizing this on behalf of my entire family. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Well, you guys know you're my family, so there's no way you could keep me from it. But
Debs, can I say something that I saw? It's Melissa.
Yeah, can you give me just 1 second? Because
Absolutely.
John's ultimate self wanted me to say something really quickly to everybody. And that is that to heal physically, you have to love unconditionally every single part of yourself. That means you have to love all those cancer cells. You have to love the infections. You have to love the pain even. And if you can see it, he had me cradling it at one point in my heart, like a baby. Not him, those cells, that pain. They're all part of creation too. They're all part of us. And he's saying it now. It is you. You have to love it unconditionally and give it as much nourishment and energy from your heart, from those high vibrational states, love, joy, service to others, all those things, gratitude, forgiveness. You have to give it to them first so that they can come up in harmonic resonance with the rest of your being. So I didn't mean to interrupt, Melissa, but he was really
Oh, no.
me. So go ahead. Thank you.
So when you were speaking at the end, I had a vision I'm in my cabinet, and it was a big black ghost type thing flying to John. And it literally took him by the feet. You know, like when you whip a tablecloth off a table and everything stays on it?
Yeah.
it whipped John's physical everything out. His energy body was there, and then it did the exact opposite, whipped a new one back on him.
Oh, cool.
So it took like his physical, what he's going through right now, away. And his energy body just was showing. And then it put a brand new, like clean
Replacement?
face over him. I know. It was crazy, but it was there. It was vivid, and then it went away.
He got a new template.
That's right.
Oh man, thank you for sharing that. I felt it when you were saying it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was
Oh,
amazing.
Thank you.
So
I
anyway,
love you,
thank
Melissa.
you for doing this too. And John, I
Oh.
love you.
Anybody else? Queen Ashe, I had a vision too. Do you want to speak about it?
Hi, Debs.
Hello.
It's me, Christy.
I'm not sure which Christy it is. I know.
Martindale.
Okay, hi, Christy.
Hey, when we were going through all this and everybody was, feeling all this wonderful energy, I had something happen too, and it was really, really cool, and I wanted to share it with you. I saw John standing there, and again, I did see his light body. So, just like she said, I saw his light body standing right in front of me, glowing. And this is going to be a little different, but this is what happened. In came the Christiac energy of the codes, the template codes, and the dragon codes, and these are the Christic dragons, and they're healing, and they came in, and they there was a pink dragon, and it came down and it came through him, and as it came through his light body, it like illuminated everything as it came down. And it was then I asked to see more, and coming up behind him was the white-winged lion called the Ishanue. And the Ishanue came in, wrapped white and gold wings around him, and just held him in the arms and the wings of the lion, and just embraced him with everything. And I knew then at that point the healing was transformed.
Oh, that's amazing.
From what everybody was doing and what everybody else was experiencing was actually coming, forth. So I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Oh, thank you, Christy. That was amazing. And
it's a powerful experience that just happened for everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
and that's what I wanted to say, is that everybody may have experienced it differently, but it's because we're all facets of the same jewel, and we're looking at it from a slightly different perspective through the lens of our own souls. So thank you for sharing that. It was so beautiful. So beautiful. And
I just wanted to tell John that I love him dearly. He's a wonderful soul, and that I will always be here for him.
Oh, thank you, Christy. I know Pauline said too that she saw a white lion, and that is really amazing. Jessie, you wanted to say something?
Yes, hi everybody.
Hi, Jessie.
Hi, Miss Debs. I just wanted to share, and I came in a little late, but I got a woof, like a smell of hand sanitizer. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but it was just a big old woof of hand sanitizer. So I just wanted to share that.
Oh my goodness.
So, it could mean a lot of things,
It sure could.
Maybe if somebody was probably putting it on, or maybe just the whole about what hand sanitizing means,
Yeah, it's
So
symbolic for sure.
Yeah,
But
so I
thank
just
you.
wanted to share that.
Well, thank you for telling us, because it's not just when we do this work, you're seeing holistically, so smell can come into that, and it's very Thank you, Jessie. I love you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Love you guys.
Hey, and Alana? Alana? You have to unmute yourself.
There we go. I was trying. It was being really slow. Hi. I just wanted to share that I was envisioning John as a child, a small child with infinite potential in his growth, these young vital cells in his body, and still have time to grow and develop into a strong, healthy human. So that that's what I was envisioning.
Oh, I love it, Alana. Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you, and I love you. Oh. Well, anyone else before we convene? All right. Well, if we're complete, I just want to say thank you again. Thank you to all the people who are here doing this live, especially John himself and his family. And but we're all family, aren't we? And to all of you who are watching at any time in any way, or listening and participating, remember that the energy continues. And so, and I want to thank John himself because he kept coming through and wanting to speak physically, which was a wonderful, oh my gosh, a wonderful gift today. Thank you, John. And then your higher self, ultimate self, came through and was really trying to get me to say some things for you because your vocal cords are kind of tired, as is your body. But hopefully you feel better now. And I can't wait to see what you do with this energy. And, you know, I think it's important that we don't try to limit anything by insisting that things happen a certain way. John has a mission. He's always had a mission, and he is continuing to work that mission. And however he does it, from all the different forms that he is, I know that he is a friend to the world and is going to do great things continuously. So thank you. And I guess we will finish up. I just want to say I love all of you. Thank you all for being my great teachers, great friends. Thanks for all the support you've been. Thank you to everyone who ever donated even a penny to help John with his treatments and his wife, and you know, in their living expenses. But even if you couldn't donate a penny, even thank you for donating your hearts and your minds and your feelings and your energies and your prayers. Please know that is no small gift, and we thank you and thank people for continuing to give in that way. So I will say thank you to all of you one more time. I love you. And in Lakesh, I am another you. You're another me. We're all one. Bye.